Can you hear me now?
You.
Okay, good. How
Good
are
evening.
you?
I'm fine.
Good evening to you. What time is it there?
It's
Oh, okay.
7 p.m. in the evening.
Okay. How was your day
Yeah.
today? Sorry, go on.
Let
Go
me
on. Go
introduce.
on. You talk.
My name is Bala, and I am from India.
Hello, I'm Charlotte.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from England.
Oh, good. What time is there now?
It is 2:20.
21st. Okay.
Yes.
We are plus 5:30 ahead of Greenwich Mean Time.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're 5 hours ahead of us.
Yeah. Ahead of us. Ahead of you. Okay. So today I have selected a lesson
Okay. Let me have a look.
regarding hobbies.
Oh,
Can you
I
look at
see
it?
it. Yes, I have it here. 1 second. Let me
Okay.
open. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Huh. So, uh, tell me what are the different ways to express our hobbies to others? And first of all, tell me different expressions. Then uh, tell me your hobbies, and later let me introduce my hobbies.
Okay, so tell you different hobbies that we can have
Yeah. How can we express our hobbies in a different way?
in a different way from. So on the lesson here, it tells you the dialogue and the vocabulary and some
Yeah.
questions. So
Hmm.
basically, you can say, my hobbies are, you can say, I like to do things, you could say, I enjoy playing football. In my spare
Yeah.
time, I like
Hmm.
to go running. Um, yeah, you don't have to say hobby for activity you like to do,
Yeah.
but generally, hobby is something that we enjoy doing in our free time. It's not a
Yeah.
chore, and it's not something we dislike. So,
Yes.
what are your hobbies? Do you have some?
My hobbies are usual reading and listening music, especially music in podcasts
Oh, okay. I
and
like podcasts too.
news clips and meeting friends. That's all, and reading something and spending most of my time on internet. That's
Okay,
my
like
hobby.
many people.
Yeah, during this lockdown, it has become a what prime hobby.
Yeah, it takes up a lot of our time.
Yeah,
So,
good. What
what do you,
what about yours?
what do I like to do? Like you, I like reading too. I
Yeah,
do like listening to podcasts.
yeah.
Although recently I haven't listened to many podcasts. I forgot
Hmm.
about podcasts. I don't know why. Um,
Yeah.
and I like walking. I like going into the forest and going for a walk. That's one of my
Oh,
favorite
good.
hobbies.
I like
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I
Ah,
love being outside.
yeah.
Yeah. So
So,
yeah, and same as you, if I could, I'd be meeting my friends for a coffee or just catching up.
okay, good.
Yeah.
And apart from these hobbies, if you get any leisure time, which hobby would you like to, means would you prepare most?
Hmm. Usually, the first thing I do if I've got free time and I don't want to do anything active, I
Yeah.
grab my Kindle. So I read.
Okay.
Hmm.
Ah,
That's my favorite, I think, because I can
oh,
relax and read a book.
good, good. I too read books, and recently I have read a book called Himalayan Blender.
Oh, what's it about?
The Himalayan Blender, it's about the Indochina War.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
Indochina War took in 1962, in the year of 1962. So the what were the merits, demerits, and what was happened during those days. So everything
Hmm.
was clearly written by a brigadier. He was an Indian brigadier. John P. Dalvi has written it.
Okay.
Really, it is a nice book, and so when I go through the book, actually, I feel very proud of my country and my
Country.
soldiers who have sacrificed their lives for the country's what. protection. So everything was very well, and actually, I felt very proud of my country after reading that book. It made
Yeah,
me
it's
very
inspiring.
feel proud. Yeah.
And do you prefer to read fiction or fact then?
I prefer to read fictions, but actually, I was reading one fiction, but I stopped it in between. The Vendor of Sweets. It was written by R.K. Narayan. Have you
Oh,
heard the
okay.
name R.K. Narayan?
A Canarian. No, I don't
May
think
not
so.
be.
No.
Okay, he is an Indian English writer,
Oh.
novelist, dramatist. He is very good writer in India. So he has written it, but I have just read half and left it.
Oh, are you going to go back and read the rest of it?
Yeah. Rest of the
Okay,
part I
okay.
have to read now. Okay.
Yeah. I do that all the time where I start a book and then I see something interesting and I read
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and then I keep changing between.
Okay, that's good. And what we do? What do you do usually?
For a job,
Yeah.
I work in a university.
Which university are you working in?
It's in China.
Oh.
Yeah, so before the
Currently,
pandemic,
presently, where are you? Are you in China or in
no,
Britain?
I'm in the UK.
UK. Oh, good.
Yeah, just because of the pandemic, I left China for a
Yeah.
holiday and I'm
Yeah.
still here. I haven't been able to go back.
Okay. Are you planning to get back to China?
Yeah, but I don't know when.
Huh.
Maybe August, September, October. I don't know.
When this pandemic
Yeah,
clears all.
yeah, some stage in
Hmm.
the future.
Yeah. What do you do there in China in that university?
I teach mostly business English and public speaking.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. It's
It's nice.
interesting. It's an
Mm.
interesting university. It's for engineering and science.
Oh, it's
So
good.
yeah, so it's for students who are studying engineering and they need to learn more
Yeah.
about English for their work.
Okay. So those Chinese also learn English as a second language or first language there.
Yeah, as a second language. But
Okay.
when they're young, very young, they start to learn English straight away in kindergarten.
Yeah.
And then after school, they can decide if they want to continue to do English or they can do French or Spanish.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
so this Spanish has kind of gotten popular in China recently.
Spanish.
Yeah,
Spanish.
yeah.
Oh,
So
what about their mother tongue Mandarin?
yeah, I know, but I don't know if it's easier for them to learn Spanish. But recently,
Huh.
I've seen a lot of students start to study Spanish instead of English.
Oh, it's good development. Really, Chinese doesn't go for others.
Mm,
Usually, they
mm.
create their own and they wanted their identity everywhere.
Yeah, it's true.
No.
That is true.
Actually, their basic language is Mandarin. Have you heard that?
Yes, I know a little bit of Mandarin.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I've tried to learn it. It's very difficult.
Oh, try learn it.
Yeah. What do you do?
I'm a school teacher.
Ah, wow. Do you like it?
I too, yeah, I also teach English as a second language
Very
to
good.
age 15 to 16 age group students.
Excellent. That's a great job.
So, yeah, I just wanted to improve pronunciation and different accents to know about the culture and different accents of
Right.
the world. Just I
Yeah.
joined Cambly a week ago.
Ah, just a week ago.
Yeah, just a week ago I joined Cambly. This is the very I feel it's a very wonderful platform to connect
It
to
is.
the different accents, different
Yeah.
age groups, and different variety of knowledge people all over the world.
Yeah.
I'm really very enjoying this.
Yeah, I do. I love it. I love being able to talk to people around the world. And I
Hmm.
love learning about cultures. So it's great for me. I get to learn about different cultures. And like you
Yeah,
say, different age range, different jobs, different
yeah.
backgrounds. Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, it's good. And how about the condition of coronavirus in UK right now?
It's
This
pretty
pandemic.
bad, but the lockdown has been lifted a little bit, so we can
Okay.
start to go outside, but
Oh,
it's still quite bad. The amount
quite
of
bad.
cases is still quite bad. Yeah, it just
Okay. Is
we
it
didn't
increasing?
deal with it very well.
Okay, I heard in the news that even UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has also undergone.
Yeah,
He
he
was
had
also
it.
affected.
Yeah, he was. Luckily, he came out of it fine, but
Yeah, he
I
came out
don't know if
of
we
that.
can say luckily or unluckily. Um, no, he's good, but he's not really running the country how it
Yeah,
should be run. Really,
yeah,
yeah,
it's good.
he's very
Okay,
relaxed
then.
type of person. So, who have you spoken to? Which areas of the world have you spoken to people from?
So I'm sorry.
Have you mostly spoken to people from the UK and America or from other places too?
Yesterday I have spoken people from UK and USA, America
Okay.
and UK.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
And is there any
Mm, I,
accents which you find difficult?
Actually, the British accent is little bit. I feel it's little bit fast,
Yeah, it is
as I
actually.
feel. But as I have observed, American accent, it's little bit slow and they give a slow delivery. They made a
Mm,
they make slow delivery so that will little bit. It's easier to understand even than
yeah,
the British one.
I understand. Americans
Yeah,
have what we call a drawl. Don't know if
yeah,
you've heard of this before, where they stretch out their words, so
yeah.
it's
They
slower.
just they stretch up the words, stretch,
Yeah, yeah.
and you pronounce it little bit fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
But
British is a bit more like short, whereas
yeah,
Americans like like
uh,
long. Yeah.
delivery. They give
Yeah.
us loaded. That's good. And uh, do you, if you know, at least on the 5 to 10 words that are used commonly in America and in Britain? Can you tell me?
So
Introduce me such
different
words.
things that they use that we don't use or the other way around.
Just it is carrying the same meaning, but used in different way.
In British,
Yeah.
mm, words that we use which are used in the same way. Two different words or
Yeah.
what the same word?
Yeah. I let me give you some
Okay, yeah, go
small
on.
cue.
Give me an example.
Yeah, I read in one book that lorry and truck. So
Oh
like
yeah,
this.
same things. Yeah, yeah.
Lorry, truck. So actually, I'm in confusion that which whether the Americans say lorry or the whether British say lorry. I was in confusion, so that
Okay,
I just
so
asked this.
yeah, because Americans they say truck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and we say lorry, but it's funny because in recent years, British people
ah,
have started to take some American language. So
okay.
we would say lorry, but sometimes we would say truck as well, but only recently.
Oh
If you met someone who
yeah,
was older, they would say lorry for sure. But people who are
okay.
kind of younger than 30, maybe, they might say truck because they've watched a lot of American TV.
Yeah.
And we've started to take some of their words.
Oh, after watching American TV, I think you were influenced by American words.
Definitely. Because if you think
Ah,
maybe 5 years ago, we didn't have Netflix. And now we have
yeah,
things like Netflix and we watch American TV all the time.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
their language, a lot of it actually.
Huh.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
interesting to see it changing, but we
Um,
have a lot of
actually,
American words